So let's start off with NAS 100, which hit take profit 2, basically all the take profits that I put for it. So we entered NAS 100 right here at literally the very top, right? This is where we entered NAS 100, and then it hit its take profit right here, which was 100 points. NAS 100 was a fairly simple trade to enter due to the fact that I saw all of this range right here, basically all of this range, right, where the market is ranging on its way to the upside, but very slowly. So then the market broke down, came up to break down again. Then the market had a full extension towards the upside. Once it had that full extension towards the upside, I'm like, well, the market has to come back down to hit an area of support before it has enough momentum to move back up. Does that make sense? With that being said, I looked at an area where there could be potential support. And this is the first area that arose, this area of resistance. Because when you look at the market here, let me grab the wrong object. Let me grab this. When you look at the market here, we see that the market came down, went up to hit a retracement level, came down, went up again, and it really didn't surpass it on a lower time frame. It hit resistance to then break past resistance to come back down and hit it as support, and that's where we entered the signal and won 100 points. Now, that's NAS 100. On US30 though, it did not come down as hard as I expected it to. I thought with US30 it was going to do the exact same thing, the exact same story, and I thought it was going to come down to this area right here, which at least would have landed us 100 points. Now, US30 now is going towards the upside, and it looks like it's having issues surpassing this area of resistance here, probably future resistance here. So what I'm going to do is extend the stop loss with US30 because yesterday that's what we did here. Yesterday we extended the stop loss with US30. The market continued to range and then came down so nicely. And yesterday I made over $100,000 with US30 with this trade alone. With this trade alone, I made over 100,000. I lost about 36,000 with NAS 100 yesterday from the loss we had right here, but then I made it all back with US30. So what we're gonna do is extend the stop loss on US30 before it hits it. Let me go write that on the group chat. Edit, change stop loss on US30. 42. Okay. So we'll continue to hold this. What I really want to see if it breaks through this area right here, because we have really nice resistance here, really nice resistance here, really nice resistance here. I want to see if it really breaks past this area. If it breaks past it, we're gonna lose the trade. Which is completely normal. It's completely fine. If it doesn't break past it, we'll come back down and hit take profit 1 / take profit 2 down here. And the way that US30 has been moving this last week, I think it's gonna do that because look at what's been going on the last essentially week. So we go here to May. Let's go back to May 20th, or May 20th is a good example. US30 hit its highest high on Monday, May 19, and then has been coming down ever since. And now, on May 22nd, which is today, it pushed towards the upside. So with this strong push towards the upside, I believe that it's going to have another push towards the downside with this strong push towards the upside, because there has to be some type of retracement from this big push right here. And that is what's gonna essentially get us our victory. So if we use a Fibonacci from the downside to the upside, from where it's currently at, if it goes down to 0.61, we're hitting TP. And we should really be using it based off this number right here. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna continue to wait on that. NAS 100 is moving up. I don't care what NAS 100 does now. Well, I do care. I do want NAS 100 to come down because that will be a good indication of US 30 coming down. But again, in the last hours, in the last day, you know, we're gonna see some type of retracement. And if we delete everything here, sorry, trying to delete everything quickly. Okay. This is the 1 day chart, right? Each candle here is literally 1 day. If we grab a fib retracement from the high to the low, and it hits 0.38, which it's already hitting, or 0.50, this is going to come down very beautifully. Because I think it's going to come down to fill this major gap that it has here. You see this major gap right here? This major gap has to be filled in my opinion. So I think that this still has a way to go down. So we're gonna wait on that. And that's why I'm in for sells with US 30 and NAS 100. US 30 here, yesterday was a very bearish day. So I'm expecting today to be another bearish day. I'm expecting the following candle today to be another bearish candle on the 1 day. The 4 hour, we see bearish. Bulls are trying to recover a little bit, but I think that bears are going to take over as the day goes on, and I will continue to live stream later today, like I did yesterday, talking about the updates of the trade. But that's currently what I have for today. All we have to do now is mainly wait to see what the market does and have patience. The VIX is coming down. I think the VIX, you know, it already fulfilled this gap right here. It has fulfilled this gap right here because it came down, then came up. So it has no further gaps to fulfill at the moment. So I think this will, around this area, when it hits this area of support, around this area, it will turn around and go back up. And when this goes back up, US 30 will come down. USD CAD is going up, so that's a good indication. Once USD CAD, damn it, move it here. Once USD CAD breaks past this resistance right here, US 30 will go down. That's why I love looking at these other instruments, because when USD CAD goes up, US 30 comes down. When the VIX goes up, US 30 comes down. When the VIX goes down, US 30 goes up. So when you're trading, it's really good to have two different instruments that do the complete opposite of one another. So it's an extra confirmation for you to enter the market. For example, if US 30 goes up and you know that USD CAD goes down, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. If US 30 goes up, right, and USD CAD does the opposite and goes down, then if you have a proper setup that USD CAD is going to go in for sells, and you have a proper setup that US 30 is going to go in for buys, then it's an extra confirmation for you to enter the market with that. So I always look at that. That's why I always look so heavily on the NAS 100. I look at S&P 500. So as you guys can see with S&P 500 right here, it still has to hit this area of resistance, which we'll see if it will surpass. NAS 100 already surpassed it, but NAS 100 has been moving a bit faster than US 30 today. Yesterday it was moving slower than US 30, but yeah, today's been moving a bit faster than US 30. So like I said, we'll continue to monitor this. I'll continue to monitor it, and later today I'll have more updates for you guys. With that being said, guys, that's pretty much the session for today. And yeah, pretty much later today I will continue recording, and I'll have all of this set up for YouTube by tomorrow or the day after. Hope you all have an amazing day.